So for the longest time, I've always said my favorite Bionicle set was the Dragon. But I don't know. After finally getting Cahdok and Gahdok, I might have a new favorite Bionicle set. Let's dive on in and see what makes this so good. Whether it's the pieces, the play features, or the many, many other great things that this set has to offer. Let's check it out. So there's no use beating around the bush. This set has the best play feature of any Bionicle set, period. Placing your hand on the tail of either creature, then pulling it back, it launches that head forward and it bites down. It then swiftly pulls back and snaps into position. The movement is fluid and fun. The way the gears, the Technic pieces, the lift arms, the rubber bands, the way it all works in unison to pull this off. It's a feat of engineering. It's kind of crazy that we got such a good play feature in 2002, and then every set following up all the way to the end of 2009 and beyond. They just couldn't replicate the peak playability that this has. So yeah, it's cool as it is, but there's also a little game that you can play. You and your friend can play with Cahdok and Gahdok, and you can launch a flurry of biting attacks. But the whole time, you've got to be aiming for the waist down here. If you get it just right, you can grip onto this section and rip it out. Doing so causes the beast to kind of lock up. No matter how hard you press down on the mechanism, it will no longer work. How cool is this? A great play feature and a fun little game, all rolled into one. This set is the whole package. And look at how good they both look. Cahdok and Gahdok look like some kind of freaky hybrid of a dragon, a dinosaur, Godzilla, and to some degree, even a chicken. It's a beautiful unison of awesome ideas that creates a really terrifying and terrific design. And the aesthetic that they have. All of these exposed lift arms with no armor on them whatsoever. You can see all of these green rubber bands, they're not covered up. You got the gears moving and turning. It's very minimal, it's very unarmored. And that's not really an aesthetic that you see LEGO playing with today. There's something about the look of this that feels so intrinsically Bionicle. The greebled, mechanical and robotic look, it's the best. And to top it all off, the story. So the Toamata, they have to find and fight the Borok Queens. It's the only way that they can end the relentless swarm of Borok, seemingly destroying the island of Mutanui. And so our team of heroic heroes, they really struggle to defeat the Borok Queens. But they end up finding this sick Exotoa armor. And they're like, heck yeah man, this is everything we need to defeat the Barag. But turns out, no, that's not the case. Even with this new armor, they still can't defeat them. So the Toa instead remove their armor and combine their elemental powers, encasing the Barag into a protodermis cage and imprisoning them. And doing so ends their control over the armies and armies of Borok. Sick! And hey, shortly after, the Toa become Toa Nuva. Ah, so good! I don't know, something about this story, it feels so fantastical. Like a group of brave knights heading to the dragon's lair to slay the evil beast and save the kingdom. And I mean, hot dog, these gals really do look like dragons. And the story plays out like a medieval fantasy. It's just so big, so grand, and so cool. If you own these toys and you play with them, it's electric. Fun fact, by the way, Cahdok is the blue queen, and the red one is Gahdok. Now, many other characters in Bionicle that are blue, they have that Ga at the front of their name. Think Gali, Garlock, Garlock Va. So it's interesting that this kind of broke that tradition. Anyway, yeah, the Borok Queens, Cahdok and Gahdok, the Barag, whatever you want to call them, they freaking rock. Is this now my favorite Bionicle set now that I own it, now that I've played with it, now that I've built it? I don't know, the Dragon, it has a lot of fun childhood memories for me, so that's kind of hard to beat. But if we remove nostalgia, maybe they're a little better. I don't know, I'm still gonna say that the Dragon is my favorite, but these gals are a pretty close second, or maybe they're even tied for first place. I don't know, they're just so good. But how does the parts selection hold up? Let's check. In this set, you get these sick Borok shields. Now, to get this in red, it only comes in this set. And I'm a big fan of how Brunocrat has used them here and turned them into the face of a little imp creature. You got some Clone Trooper rangefinders tucked into the gaps up here. You've got these hollow studs for eyes. Bro, all these new additions make it so awesome. And yeah, you also get this same piece in blue. How could you use this? Well, the Cahdok Dragon shows us how incredible this looks as armor on the torso. It's a modest design, but it's very visually pleasing. I like it. Speaking of torso designs, why not take these hand pieces and do the same thing? This revamp of Karzani by Tolrespawn 171, it angles them slightly, and it turns them into larger pecs on a very ripped torso. That's a great use for this part. Up next, these older style Technic panels in gunmetal. Fumin uses 4 of them for some nice thigh armor. I mean, these pieces look great alongside all this other armor, and I think they really round off the leg design quite well. Magnificent. Oh yeah, and then we're graced with some flex tube. You get a fair bit in this set, and it's gunmetal. Jafer uses flex tube in a lot of his mocks. And you can see here a couple different ways that you could use it, whether it's antenna or some funky wings. Heck, you could even integrate this into the larger body. The flexible nature of this piece allows you to create all sorts of curved shapes and interesting angles. It's a pretty good piece to have. So many ways that you can use it, and so many ways that it looks good. And finally, these Borok feet pieces. Check out how Bionicles has used them on a waist design. Placing them side by side like this and being able to get that clean split of color. That's pretty creative. So okay, the pieces in this set, they're pretty good. And we only scratched the surface, we only looked at a few of them. The rest are pretty good too. But what would this set look like if you reimagined it? Let's find out. Orbitech Mox reimagines the Borok Queens with more of a modern twist. It is a shame that they no longer have that play feature with the biting and the neck, but, you know, changing it up for a longer neck design, that's nice. Hey, if you're like me, you're not that good with movement and motion and play features, so it's okay to take it out. Paying homage to it like this, that still works. I do really like these repeated Hero Factory armor shells on the neck, and then look at how that transitions into the body. It's using this element right here as kind of like a bridging point. This element, of course, is some of the egg pieces that came in Invasion from Below LEGO sets. It's a weird piece, but oh man, it looks so good right here. So organic. Cahdok also looks phenomenal. All of these wavy spike pieces along the spine, and the absolute sea of teeth in this mouth. All of it together creates this very chaotic feeling. Both of these mocks do an excellent job of making the queens look even more like, well, like dinosaurs. Putting in that extra effort and energy to create really fluid shaping and nice proportions. Heck yeah. Look, it's a different take on the sets, but it's one that slaps. But a creation that sticks a lot closer to the original design. This is built by Never Off, and it's an idea for a third Borok queen. Here's Nerdok. Yo, a slick all-black color scheme with bull horns on the head? Yo! I just love a good color swap. Especially a color swap that also adds a little something different. This is such a joy to see. And there's 3 more variants. And once again, there's new decoration on the head. It's wonderful, look, palm tree leaves, white Borok fangs making a little crown, or this Mictoran hand making a very smooth head. How good is it to see people really, messing around with the design of this set and seeing what new directions they can take it in. I love this so much. And that is the legendary Borok Queens, Cahdok and Gahdok. This set is something else. Did you like the mocks that I showed you today? Well, take a look at the links below. You can see more right there. Thanks for watching everyone, happy building, and bye for now. They are all queens!